At Tipton Family Church, we have a number of people, myself included, who like the beautiful game. And once a month, we have a football themed service where we encourage people to attend church wearing a shirt. And this time round, as you can see, I wore a Leeds United top. This one goes back to when I was about 20 years of age, and it still fits me, so I'm certainly happy with that. But being a service, we lead in to the sermon, because that's what it is. Always make them practical. We lead in with a Bible verse, and this time around, John 3:16. It's a well-known one. You may know the verse, you may not know what it tells us, but it actually says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but will have eternal life. And the message that I brought was based very much on the fact that for God so loved that he gave. In other words, if you love someone, there will always be a response. One of my favourite Christian groups, in fact I would say the favourite, is DC Talk. And many years ago they did, well, they've disbanded now, but many years ago they did a song called Love is a Verb. In other words, if you love someone, there will be an action that follows it. There will be a response. And when I do my sermons at church, especially with the football themed services, I always like to make them very practical and take along something as well to illustrate the life point that I'm trying to bring through, the life message that we're trying to communicate. And this time round, I talked about a few weeks ago now at the New Saints, we had our end of season celebration dinner, and there was an auction during the evening, and a number of items were up for sale or for auction, including, and this one caught my eye, it was a Gareth Bale signed top, a Real Madrid against Bayern Munich shirt from the Champions League, signed by the man himself. And it was authentic because it came through the club. In fact, Real Madrid even sent a letter of authenticity as well. But because it came through the club, then I knew that it was genuine. So my wife loves Gareth Bale. We go to Wales games and she wears a Bale top, and she loves Bale. Anyway, I thought to myself going into the evening, I want to get this top for my wife. So when it came to the auction, I was focused on getting this top, and the bids started to come in, and it went past the 100, 120, 130, 140, etc. But in my mind, I wasn't focused on how much it was costing. What I was focused on was getting the top. In the end, it went for £200. So I came back home and I said to my wife, there was an auction this evening, and there was an item in particular that I wanted to get for you. She didn't know what it was. I said, hold your hands out. It's like we had children. Hold your hands out, close your eyes. And then what did I put into her hand? It was this shirt. As you can see there, it's from the Champions League, signed by Gareth Bale. And this shirt means so much to her. And it brought me a lot of pleasure because I knew how much she would value it. And when you love someone, when you appreciate someone, you don't think about the money. You don't think about what it costs you. All you think about is the other person and what you're doing for that person. We live in a world where people generally don't feel loved, don't feel valued, don't feel appreciated. Work is a classic example. So many people don't feel loved, valued, or appreciated at work. They don't feel those emotions in terms of relationships with other people in general. But if we can break that cycle ourselves, love someone, value someone, appreciate someone, but above all, don't just say it, do something about it. And that was the challenge of the message that I brought at church. Do something, show someone that you value them, show a person that you appreciate them. If you say you love someone, then do something. Love is a verb. It's a doing word.